Turn it up a little bit.
Hey, y'all got to go. You're live. Go.
Turn what up? Turn you?
Go.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go. The Arkansas Wildcats are lined up to kick off right here at the beginning of this Division III game. And there's a short blooper. Going to be scooped up about the 30. She's coming around the right side. No doing.
Man, that's about an 8-yard return, Coach, but she got smashed.
Yeah, that return by number 33, Durham, tackled by number 2, Vincent, and number 15, Brewer for the Wildcats.
All right, so we're going to start this game 1st and 10 from about the 40, somewhere around in there, right?
39.
39 right there. All right, we're good. We're not too far off.
Tell you what, Coach, this will rematch of last year's championship game.
I know one thing, Coach, just sitting here looking at it, Arkansas's front four looks pretty good.
He said, when I talked to Coach Chavez for the Anarchy, he said they were going to need to throw the ball.
They were going to need to throw the ball?
That's what he said.
All right, I like that now. Screen.
Quick throw out to the right side. And that's Bell coming down the sideline, tiptoeing. Crystal Bell, by far the Anarchy's best player, both offensively and defensively.
11-yard completion right there, Coach. Nice way to start it. Real quick, safe throw to the outside. Pick up 11. Get your first down of the game. No. Coach telling me it's a passing formation. Only if you're not running the wing T.
Yeah, well, recognition.
Same thing again, Coach.
That funky stack look. There's a snap. Quick throw out to the left side. Had a man open.
Wide open. Little wheel route over there. Coach Modest would have been pleased with that call. It's good to be here, Coach Collins. How's your day going?
Oh, it's good, man. And yours?
Oh, it's been excellent. Excellent. Getting ready to, get to see those kids again, starting on Monday.
All right. Let's see. Something a little different this time. Looks like they're going to go empty.
Straight empty right here, Coach.
Just trips to the right. 2 receivers split out to the left. There's a snap. Quarterback steps up in the pocket, makes a quick throw across the middle. Good job.
Nice completion right there. Nice movement in the pocket. Way to step up.
Good job for number 56 right there to find the hole. That's Dana Mitchell on the catch.
That's a gain of 7 right there.
That's a good job. You don't always see that. She just came up, settled down in the hole. Hunter hit her.
All right, so now we got our first 3rd down and conversion attempt of the game. Coach going to bring about 3rd down. Looks like it's going to be right around 3.
All right.
We've seen 3 plays and 3 passes.
Looks like they go empty again. There's a snap.
Quick screen.
Yes. Quick screen out of the left side. Great play call right there. Caught by number 33, Durham.
Gain of 6 right there, Coach.
I tell you what, so far so good.
3 out of 4 in the passing game. It's very nicely done.
I know Coach Chavez said if he felt like if they would just come out and play their game, that they would be okay.
We're in empty again, Coach. This is fun. This is like my kind of football right here.
Indeed it is, isn't it?
This is my kind of football. We can do this all day.
Empty right. There's a snap.
Down the middle. Oh, she had her too. That was a nice concept right there. Very nice concept. Just didn't connect.
Just out of the reach of Brian, a receiver right there, number 42.
So we've had 5 plays. We've had 5 passes.
Well,
if this stays up all game, that front 4 is going to be dead tired.
It gets tired chasing the quarterback. Quarterback's had a really solid pocket.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I was just sitting here thinking, if they keep playing this game with no backs in the backfield, how long is it going to be before they start heating them up? Back to still empty, just kind of an empty with double stack.
That funky stack empty. There's a motion. Oh.
Ball. Oh.
And, the one thing you can't have can't have a negative play. You got a great drive going, and then you get a negative play. You know, the receiver came in motion across. Looked like they were going to try to get some sort of jet action going. And center hit her with the ball. And that's that mouse call.
Yeah, you got to know you're going in motion. Looks like a loss of about 6, Coach.
Straight empty right here, just empty right. Trips out to the right-hand side, 2 receivers to the left. Hunter takes a snap, looks out to her left, lets it fly. Well covered by the Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, it's not every day that you're going to convert 3rd and 16, but you're giving yourself at least a chance by being able to throw the ball. I would like to see them throw the quick screen again and try to set up a more makeable 4th down.
I agree. You know, instead of trying to get it all back in one chunk.
But I understand that, you know, you had them open on a wheel route earlier. Might as well try the same concept. And this looks like punt, Coach.
It does. Looks like we're going to see the first punt of the day. There's a snap. Hunter gets it off.
Good punt.
It's a nice angled punt. I don't think it's going to be returned. No.
It will not be.
Looked like it went out pretty close to the 10-yard line. Or is that the 5?
No, that's a 12, Coach. Where our angle, we don't have very good vantage point.
We have a tough angle right here.
That's a 30-yard punt, though, Coach. Not bad, considering they pinned them down deep. That's pretty good. So now the Arkansas Wildcats will start at their own 12.
I'll tell you what,
you know,
you want to. That's what you want. That's what you want. The negative play killed that Anarchy drive right there.
You know, they got 2 first downs, though, Coach.
They really had something going, but you can still walk away and feel positive about it.
It seems to me, though, sooner or later you're going to have to figure out a way to run the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to at some point.
This is quads, Coach.
Yep.
This is for real quads.
There was movement before the snap. Quarterback taking, she's around the right side.
And that's going to be a loss of 3. We've seen some interesting formations to start this thing, Coach Collins.
Vincent and the Wildcat tried to get around the edge and just could not get out there. I think that was Paula Blanco out there that made the play. But again, we've got kind of an awkward angle. That might have been Koziara. In any case, it's going to bring up second and about 14.
All right. You got right pistol weak right here, Coach.
And there's a snap. Quick give.
Ooh. Yikes.
I thought she might get away from that.
Where did they mark her?
The 2.
Coach, that's a loss of 7.
Brought down by number 86, Michelle Anthony.
That's 2 running plays for negative negative 10 to start this thing.
I tell you what, right now it looks like Central Florida came to play.
I think so. I think you're, you know, we got teams from Arkansas and Central Florida. The heat shouldn't be a problem.
Nah. These are people that are used to it being hot. It's pretty warm here today. So we're looking at 3rd and about 20. Wound up in an eye backfield. There's a snap. Give on an ISO around the left side. I don't know if I agree with that call.
I think they were trying to say, well, we've lost 10, so we might as well see what we can do to try to get out of, you know, keep from punting in our own territory, end zone, but it didn't really work.
Well,
there was no gain on that. So now we're going to get to see the first punt coming from Arkansas today.
You know, and that's always a big question. What are special teams going to look like?
Yeah, and then you don't really want your first punt to be from your own end zone, especially not when you've had to factor in snap, all of that good stuff, coverage. It doesn't look like they're going to go after it, Coach. That's one thing. You know, got 5 up there.
There's a snap. Kick is away just barely. And that's going to be
wow.
A low. Didn't punt a first down. Didn't punt a first down.
They marked that at what yard line is that? Is that the plus 14?
I believe so. That's tough right there.
That's a 12-yard punt.
Tell you what, man, if nothing else, the Anarchy is controlling field position right now.
They are. Hey, we start our first drive in the red zone, Coach.
I'm not opposed to that.
I mean, you know, next Friday I'd be all in favor of starting our first drive in the red zone.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, I'd start at the 1.
I'd be okay with that as well.
Okay. All right. Back in empty. Looks like we got a little empty left right here, Coach.
Yep. Hunter in the gun. Motion coming from left to right. There's a snap. Quick give back up the gut to Bell, and there she goes. She's running
nice
people
run.
over. Nice, tough run by Crystal
Gain of
Bell.
6 right there on that. So now we see how they're going to attempt to run the ball. Give a little counter slam action right there.
Smoke and mirrors.
But if you're worried about the other team's front, then that's the best way to do it.
Well, I completely agree.
So now you got 2nd and 4, Coach. I love it.
Quick screen.
I would. Quick screen. I'd throw it to the inside trips guy.
Empty left.
Jet
Motion
sweep.
coming across. The jet around the left
Turn
side.
the corner.
Try to get the edge.
Down to about the 3.
Carried by number
No,
20,
excuse me.
Brittany Coziara.
That is down to the 3.
Run out of bounds by Latoya Bankhead Sims. But it's enough for a first down. So, you know, here you are at the 3-yard line with a fresh set of downs. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's supposed to be the 3-yard line. I'm not so sure how many ticks on that yards they got over there.
Yeah, the extra line is kind of confusing.
Messing me up.
They're going to compress the formation again.
Yeah.
Essentially empty, just everybody packed in.
Watch the quick pass in the flat right here.
And there it is. Bell catches the ball.
Touchdown.
Oh, she bounces it off the ground before she's in, I think.
I think
Yeah, right at the goal line.
there we go.
All right. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Yep.
They go with the open formation this time. You know, the last time they read it really compressed, they go open this time.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter takes a snap. She calls her own number. And she's going to be denied. I think she might have taken a loss right there.
Loss of 1, Coach.
Big play right here.
You'll find out a lot right here about what they think they can do. You know.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm thinking that they got the line wrong.
Okay, well, the referees are all huddled up trying to figure it out.
There's 2 lines in there. There's a yellow line inside the end zone, and then there's a white line in front of that yellow line. The pass should have in my opinion, looked like it was a touchdown. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So do they have the pylons mismarked?
It's got to be what it is. They've got the pylon marked on the yellow.
Yeah, the pylons are mismarked.
That's why I thought it was at the 3-yard line, and I kept saying there was an extra stripe in there. They've got
the play before was a touchdown.
The
now,
pass was a touchdown.
Here's where we get tricky. Okay, if it was a touchdown, but the ruling on the field was no touchdown, despite the fact that the field is mismarked.
I think we're fixing to get an explanation over here to Arkansas sideline.
Yeah, and she brought 2 people with her, so
yeah,
she's fixing to tell them it's a touchdown.
And it was a touchdown 2 plays ago. That's what it's going to be.
So it looks like the Anarchy is going to talk about their extra point while they're getting this explanation.
All right, now we're going to sprint to the other side of the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can go by yourself on that one. They're happy.
Unless you're going to go over there and tell them, man, we got to replay the down from the beginning of this. First,
yeah, all of
line judge is telling somebody to go on back down the side of the field. So
all of it was bad play. I tell you what, the marking of the field seems like
it is a touchdown.
Well, you called it, Coach Chapman. I said the extra line's confusing me. But the pylons are mismarked. For those of y'all that are trying to figure out what's going on that might be watching this at home, the pylons are too far back. They should have been on the line closer. They should have been on the white line, not the yellow line. And so when Crystal Bell caught that ball, it was a touchdown.
It certainly was.
So that was what they were just hashing out a minute ago. One of the Anarchy players noticed, hey, this is wrong, pointed it out, told the referees, and touchdown.
Pretty much when I saw her fall into the end zone, I said, there's 2 lines in there, and then I started to second guess myself. Should have known who screwed it up, Coach.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we should have known who screwed it up. It was not us. So they have now converted in the red zone. And in my opinion, just because I'm the stat guy and I'm going to do it, that's a touchdown right there. And they didn't run that one play for -1 yard because that play didn't exist. So the 3-yard pass was a touchdown.
The Anarchy lines up the kick. There's a snap, a hold, not much of a rush. And it's no good.
All right, so now Arkansas is going to get a chance to get the football, hopefully without it sitting in their end zone.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing. You and I both know as coaches, you don't ever want a referee to have to make a decision like that. First of all, the referees don't want to make a decision like that. As much as we give them crap about doing things, they don't want to have to make that decision because they just admitted in front of everybody that they were wrong, the field was wrong, and then they had to go back, give them credit for doing so. But now if you're the Arkansas team, you got to fight that thing that, they're against us. Everything's going against us.
Yeah.
I mean, everything right now is turned up just about as negative as it can be for them. But you should get a chance at pretty good field position right here. And I'm going to stand up so I can try to see where they catch the ball at.
The Anarchy's going to line up to kick off. So with 6:12 remaining in the first quarter, it's 6-0 Anarchy.
And there are no rules anywhere. You like that, didn't you, Coach?
I did. That's funny.
All right.
Looks like number 56 is going to kick off for the Anarchy. That's Dana Mitchell.
And I'm going to sit back down until we blow this whistle. So here we go. Now,
looks like number 21, Tiara Clark, deep for Arkansas.
You're right, Coach. They just announced that.
Now they confirmed my belief.
There you go.
I appreciate that.
You should have just yelled at them. Aren't you listening?
Yeah. Drafting somebody onto the kickoff team. There we go. It's always good times. And short blooper. Gonna drop in just over the head of the second line. Trying to be scooped up. The
Fumbled.
ball's loose. I think that's Anarchy ball. Sierra Clark couldn't get on the ball. And it's recovered by Miranda Morales.
All right, so.
I like the fact the guy in the press box called him Morales.
Well, there was a.
Okay. Yeah, we're laundry free, baby, and that's going to be Anarchy ball. My word. It's one of those days where everything you do is coming up roses.
And right now, if you're Arkansas, everything that you're doing right now is just kicking you in the neck. Where's the ball at, Coach?
Right there in the middle of the field. It looks like it's on the 19-yard line.
And once again, they start in the red zone. Toss sweep. Got the corner.
Toss to the right. She's got the edge. She's
I think
coming
she
down the
scored.
side.
Did
I
she
think
just
she
run
might
out of
could have got
bounds?
in. Yeah, she just ran out of bounds. That was number 20, Brittany Coziaro on the carry.
She run out of bounds about the 3?
I think so. 4.
She ran out of the 4?
They should mark her at the 4 is where they should mark her.
So that's a 15-yard carry and a first down.
They mark her at the 3 instead.
All right. So that's a 16-yard carry, and it's still a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. Well, 3.5, sorry. Backfield again. Hunter under center. There's snap. Quick dive to Crystal Bell right there. And it's not going anywhere. Lots of commotion in there, trying to see if they're calling something.
Nah, no flag on the play right there. Looks like she gained about a yard.
Yeah. So looks like we're just inside the 2. Again, the extra lines are confusing. All right, that compressed empty formation
Quick
again.
pass in the flat.
There it is.
Touchdown.
Drops across the middle. Oh! Tip drill. Tip drill. That went off the hands of Dana Mitchell and then was called by Coral Bryan. Here you go right here. Watch this. Tip drill. There you go.
We'll take that. They don't ask you how, Coach. They ask you how many.
Yeah, I mean, it don't have to be pretty. It just has to be in there. But this is one of those plays, these extra points.
Yeah, they need to.
They line up to kick again. I think I'd go for 2 right here. But that.
Yeah.
And
they are going for 2.
They fake it. Throw out
Incomplete.
to the right side. Pass intended for Dana Mitchell, just out of her reach.
I like that.
But I tell you what, with 4:32, it's 12-0 Anarchy.
And the field position game is really right now just destroying Arkansas. Turnovers and field position.
So, based upon last year, I was expecting a much different game to start with.
Coach, way too early for that. Know our track record on saying when things happen. This thing's liable to end up 49-48.
I have counted people out before only to feel like a fool. But, you know, right here, kickoffs and punt returns, you got to secure the catch.
Coach Don Tyre would say if you feel like a fool, raise your hand. So he'd also say he was just standing there with his teeth in his mouth.
All right, Hunter lines up the kick. And it's a short blooper off the leg.
Oh, my Lord.
And there's a scramble for the ball. I think the Wildcats got it this time. But there's a pile up right there.
Well, I can assure you the ball was still rolling around in there when number 6 came in there.
And so I think they're going to have to pull some people off. You know, unfortunately, these referees don't have, the Wildcats come up with it. Unfortunately, these referees don't have the capability of instant replay we could give to them. But
that's right. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line right now.
So here's a nice change of events for the Wildcats. Good field position. We're able to hold on to the ball.
Unfortunately, Coach, they've got negative 10 yards of offense.
Well, the offense you run inside your own 10 and the offense you run at the 40, you know, those aren't the same. So I expect to see them not be so conservative right here. They're going to line up in just a right eye, old school pro eye. Quarterback drops, rolls, and tries to throw out to the right side.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Now, I think that's probably going to be movement. I stand corrected.
And they're going to take that penalty.
It was holding call. That sucks.
Spoken like a true coach right there.
I mean, you know, from an offensive standpoint, you're looking at it and you're like, really? You know, because I totally empathize with both teams right here.
Yes.
It looks like we're going to get a timeout Wildcats. They're going to talk about it. You got to stop the bleeding right here. You got to keep the blood on the inside. That's what you got to do right now. Because, like I said, I've been where both of these teams are, and I know you have as well, Coach Chapman, where one hand you're the Anarchy and everything you're doing is working out perfectly and just running as smooth as clockwork. And then I've been on the other side of that where it doesn't matter what I do, we can't get out of the funk that we're in.
Coach, I'm glad you said funk. But you're right, Coach. And if you know, we've been on the sideline where we've jumped up 12, 14, 15, 13 nothing on somebody, and the thing that you're immediately saying is don't stop. Don't let up.
Yeah, go, go, go.
I mean, because, there's a tendency, especially with guys that we coach in high school, if it comes too easy too early, it's going to be like that all game. So 1st and 20 right here.
The good news is it's first down.
Exactly. You've got a chance to make it up.
You got to look at the positive.
Well, they got everybody packed in there, Coach. Everybody.
Well, they're kind of packed in. Eye backfield, pro left.
Nice.
Quarterback drop.
Oh.
Throw to the big tight end. Oh, and should have been caught. Pass intended for number 15 right there. Brewer for the Wildcats. She just couldn't hang on.
She had some play. She had some room to run too. Nice little concept with drag after they cleared out on this side over here. You've got so many people in the box for Central Florida that if you stood up and just threw a quick screen out here, you're putting somebody one-on-one. I mean, they make one person miss and you're running forever.
This is a fact. Like you said, they got it packed in. Wide receivers split to each side, eye backfield.
I mean,
And
they
there's
tackled the
give on
quarterback
ISO.
before the handoff.
Brought down by number 40. Trayvon Mason. My good.
Loss of about 4 on the play right there, Coach. I think that was Crash Mike Fire.
That was Delia Culverson on the carry, and she's listed at 5'2", 125. I'm pretty sure that Trevor Mason could stick her in her pocket. They line up. Everybody's still packed in. That same eye.
Tight end again.
There's a snap.
Oh. Broken up by number 18.
Pass intended for number 21 right there. Sierra Clark broken up by number 18, Miranda Morales.
Miranda Morales has recovered a fumble and broken up a pass.
So far having a pretty good game.
So now we'll get to see punt again. A little bit different, punting out of your own end zone.
Yeah, the last one meant about 14 yards.
And we talked about it last time. They only rushed 5, but they almost got to the punt from the left edge, the left side of the offense. Oh, it's blocked.
And there we go. Recovered by the Wildcats, but it doesn't matter. It's 4th down anyway. That ball was recovered by number 15. Brewers tried to make the most of it, but Casey Morgan wasn't going to let her out.
Coach, that goes down as a negative 3-yard punt.
Yikes. Punt average is not good right now.
That'd be a negative, Coach. It is not.
And it is indeed a negative.
Not quite, but it's pretty close. So they're going to start it there at the 30. So now we've had the 39, their own 39, then the Arkansas 14, the Arkansas 19, and the Arkansas 30.
So just an empty right, but a little funky formation. They're kind of stacked right there, almost like a bunch look. There we go. I think that's what they were going after. A bunch right look.
Reverse.
Give on the reverse. She's got the edge. She's going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line.
That's an 8-yard gain right there, Coach.
That's Brittany Coziera again. She can scoot.
They are, we joked about them throwing the ball the first 5 plays of the game, but since then they've got, it's pretty balanced out. They've got 6 rushes and 8 passes, and they have been completely efficient on offense. It's been fun to watch, except for the one snap that hit the motion.
Hit the motion. Single back gun look.
Yep, thank you. That was me. I caused that.
Somebody started early right there.
I said something positive, and it always goes down. I'm not going to open my mouth next Friday night.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're going to say that's a false start.
Yes.
Yep. Well, illegal procedure. That hurts.
Takes 2nd and 2 and turns it into 2nd and 7.
Yeah.
Well, they've been moving the ball right now, Coach, though. That's just, 7's just a number.
It's true. Chicken ain't nothing but a bird, you know what I'm saying?
Little doubles look right here.
All right, doubles look. Gun backfield. Motion coming from the left side.
Counter.
Bell with the ball. She cuts back. She's dragging people. But she's not going to get much out of it. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. The Wildcats really need to hold right here.
Yes, they do.
This game could get out of hand on them. Because right now, it's still a 2-possession game. Let's see what they got for us on 3rd and long. Looks like they got an empty bunch right look. Hunter in the gun.
Wheel route.
There's a snap.
Wheel route.
Looking out to the left. Got Coziara wide open, and she just can't come up with it. She just can't come up with it.
They're going to go for this on 4th down right here?
I mean, why not? Although I say that.
Confirm that with me and let me know.
Yes, indeed. Hold that line.
First 4th down and conversion comes with 1:22 left in the first quarter.
Let me know that too. I got start Wednesday. You got spring practice.
Here we go. Oh, empty look for the Anarchy. There's a snap. Hunter throws it out to the right side. It goes long. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Pass intended for Crystal Bell, but She wasn't going to get to that one.
Broken up by number 8.
Number 8, that's Alona Alexander from Madison, Mississippi.
She's from Madison, Mississippi.
Okay, referee stop and play here.
Okay, I think they moved the ball back. Ball was incorrectly spotted, Coach Collins.
Oh, shocker.
Now.
Well, it could be worse. They could not know where the end zone started.
Well, we've seen that today, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, never
We're
mind.
missing a player.
Oh, yeah. Offense. Yeah, I call that Nico Jesus syndrome. That's going to be delay. Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
But what we've noticed at Kennesaw State is that when the sun comes out, it's increasingly warm, like insanely hot.
Yeah, well, I like sitting on the surface of the sun.
Yes, we've been there, done that. So 1st and 15, Coach, and everything's going bad. You got to have something right here that's positive. I mean, first of all, you probably wouldn't want to move your eye back. The fullback is sitting at 7 yards.
So just pro left eye backfield. Quick throw out, and it's picked.
Intercepted.
It's picked by number 33. She's headed down the sideline. That ball picked off by Duran, also having a good game.
There's a penalty, so let's see what the penalty is before we get. All right.
Okay.
So that pass was picked off by number 33.
Duran, yes, sir.
Returned 17 yards.
And so great starting field position right inside the red zone again.
There we go.
For the Anarchy.
Back to the 19-yard line. And this is their 3rd attempt in the red zone, and they've started in the red zone on all 3 of those attempts, Coach. So with 1 minute and 5 seconds left, you're running the risk right here of this game getting out of hand.
Yeah. Another score right here by the Anarchy, and it starts getting complicated.
You start doing math to figure out time and score and
possession.
Tom Brady isms and things like that.
Not Hunter looking and decided to just dish it underneath.
Woo!
Nice heads up play. That ball, you see right there.
Nice catch.
Dishes it right there to number 33, Duran. Same one who had the interception a minute ago.
It's a 7-yard gain, Coach. Second and 3 right here.
Doubles look for the Anarchy.
It's going to Bell right here, Coach.
I would think so. Bell in the backfield with Hunter.
Incomplete.
Throw out to the right side. Just overthrew right there.
I think that was we're going to get the first down, so we're going to take this shot.
Well, and, you know, if you come out and you don't have it, throwing that ball away is not a bad idea.
Quarterback took a big pop right there, Coach. Got up holding the shoulder.
Ah, that's never good.
Especially not for a quarterback. 16.3 could be the last play of the first quarter right here.
It's been a really long first quarter.
No.
Empty left. Hunter in the gun. Motion from right to left.
That's illegal.
Yeah, you can't go forward.
Might be delay. Took forever. False start. That's the second time in the last 2 drives, Coach, they've had short yardage situations, and they've had a pre-snap penalty, and that pre-snap penalty has killed them.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout to talk about it.
Back and forth, man. Okay.
Well.
So both teams have now used a timeout, Coach.
Looks like you got 3rd and about 8. What you got for them right here?
Coach, we're going to run shallow.
Yeah.
And I say that every time we're on the air. And if anybody from Bowden's listening, next Friday night when we get to 3rd and 8, we will not run shallow. We're going to run split back veer on 3rd and 8 to the short side of the field.
There you go.
Take a page out of Coach Johnson's playbook.
Yes. All right.
So was the down marker wrong? I was about to say, okay.
There we go.
You know,
I saw one of the referees walk it off.
For us,
motion from right to left. Throw across the middle. Oh! My goodness.
woo! Hello.
That's a big hit right there. Both players down. That pass intended for number 42, Coral Bryan. She's going to be popped, but I think that's number 7.
Looks like it.
Ursula Johns at free safety. John's still down on the field. I mean, that was a nasty collision right there. You know, I think it was clean, but
Oh, it was clean, Coach. She was playing the ball.
well, I don't think either one of them saw each other.
No, they did not. Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. You know, because that's one of the things with a lot of this stuff is, you know, and this needs to be part of all the rules and in referees' minds. There has to be some intent there.
What you
know
mean?
I'm saying?
Coach. Control yourself. It's Friday before school starts. You use the word intent and referee in the same phrase. I mean, I will say this. These officials have done an outstanding job.
So far, so good, other than mismarking the end zone.
They didn't mark those, though.
Yeah, but when you're walking the field, that's –
Coach, they're dealing with things. They're dealing with footballs with green tips on them, man. Come on now.
this is true. So,
4th down.
empty right. Hunter in the gun. Looks out to
There.
the left. Throw across the middle. Caught. Nice leaping catch right there.
Down
At
to the 1.
expiration of the first quarter. So I think we're going to have a first down. Ball caught by Duran. She's the one that started this drive with her interception.
She's actually at the 2, Coach. So that was a first down. Their 5th of the first quarter.
And we're going to have to take a walk here.
And that play was good for 14 yards and a first down, Coach.
That hurts.
Yes, it does, because you're thinking you're going to get off the field. Now they're sitting down there staring at the end zone, and you got to stop them for 4 downs from the 3-yard line.
Which is most of the time unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because, you know, if you can get half a yard on each play, you're in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's something that you're definitely fighting an uphill battle right here. If we can get a cameraman to focus on the back corner of the right end zone over there and get that water cow on the thing, we can send it to our athletic director and we can get one bought for us.
This ain't a promotion for CCS, boys.
I disagree, sir. Everything that I do is promotional.
Jeez.
As a matter of fact, I had a new ticker that I need you to put up with the school's address and our discount per pound for linemen.
So we have first and goal at the 3, Coach Collins.
All right.
What would you run right here? I always get the 3rd and 8. What you getting for 1st and goal at the 3?
1st and goal, 3 belly.
And like a true passing quarterback, power pass would be my call. And it's power.
ISO.
Wow.
And uncontested.
That is a touchdown.
The bell goes in uncontested.
Woo. They probably need to figure out the lines on that side too, because she was in the end zone for a long time.
Yeah, I think they're probably mismarked on both ends.
They are.
That's likely.
Now, are you going for 2 right here, Coach Collins?
Yes. I'm going for 2, and
I'm going to run the same play.
yes. Either that or that empty bunch, that where everybody's all in tight empty. Golly, the wind is a blowing.
It's normally what it does.
Well, they're going to line up the kick. And they
Back
snap
here on
it.
the left side.
There it is. Bell in the left corner of the end zone. Crystal Bell with the extra point right there. The touchdown and the extra point.
Woo. Crystal Bell's having a first half.
So with 14:57 left in the half, it's 20-0 Anarchy. Wildcats having a tough go of things.
Yes. They've run exactly 7 plays, Coach. They've run 7 plays. They have 2 turnovers, and they're down 20 points.
That's again, that's a rough start.
And you're 3 seconds into the second quarter.
How many plays have they run?
7.
7. You're down 20-0. You've had a chance to run 7 plays.
But you gave up. You remember you gave up a possession on the fumbled kickoff. You ran 3 plays from your own. You ran 3 plays from your own goal line, punted. You ran 3 more plays, punted, and then the next series you had holding, and then you threw a pick.
Jeez, it's like a bad dream, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not good. And there's no way you can slice this as it being good. What they need right now is they need about a 6 or 7 minute drive, picking up first down after first down to get this thing to 20-7, run some clock, give their defense a chance to rest a little bit right here and have a chance to get it back, score, and then get a 2-for-1 so they can tie it up early in the third quarter or go ahead. I got this thing all figured out, Coach.
And there's the kick, and shocker, it's a short blooper. It's going to be caught at about the 45-yard line. She's going to be double-legged by number 56.
The 8-yard return.
But it's really good starting field position for the Wildcats.
So that was an 8-yard return. And we're going to say they're starting at the plus 47. Okay.
All right, let's see if anything changes.
And that fullback is way far back there, Coach.
That is a really long way. You got to be some kind of fast to set that deep. There's a snap. Give on the ISO. They make her bubble, and she's going to lose close to 10 yards on that.
8 yards, Coach. -8. 2nd and 18 right here.
That ball carried by Kiara Vinson.
They're so far away from the line of scrimmage, it has no chance. And there's so many people in the box that it has no chance.
She set it about 8 yards. I mean, like I said, you got to be some kind of fast to set that deep. I've seen people set their backs that deep, but that's because they were by far the fastest people on the field.
Second timeout for Arkansas, Coach.
Well, I mean, you got to talk about something right here because, again, you're looking at second and 19?
2nd and 18, there's 14-11 to go. You've got 1 timeout left in the first half, and everything's going south in a hurry.
You're down by 20 points. And at this rate, you know, like you said, in the first half, your offense has only run 7 plays. So your defense is warming slap out already.
Yep.
And, you know, while you might be used to the heat, it doesn't matter how used you are to the heat. You get stuck on the field, you're stuck on the field. You know, we watched Clemson win a national championship a couple years ago because they kept Alabama on the field.
Same thing in the Super Bowl. Patriots snapped the ball 99 times in that game. The Falcons snapped it 54.
Twice as many plays, man. Yeah. You stand a substantial chance of winning.
Second and 18, Coach.
She's 10 yards deep.
Yes.
Hard count right there. There's a snap. Give on the ISO. She bubbles yet again. She's coming around the right side. Cuts back to the middle, has a little room. And she gets back what they lost the first time.
Yep. Gain of 8.
So now you're looking at 3rd and 10. Really nice run by Kiara Vinson.
That was a great effort.
I tell you what, there was instant penetration on the defensive line. Everybody and their brothers in the backfield. They just didn't keep contained over here on the offensive right side.
That's the sixth rushing attempt for Arkansas and the first one that gains positive yardage.
But again, setting so deep, man, I just don't. There's a snap. Give to the fullback, right up the gut. Coming off. Oh. Ball carried by the fullback, number 11, Raquel Williams.
Gain of 1.
She's going to pick up 1 yard.
That's going to make it 4th down and 9, Coach. Now, if you go for this right here and you don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those where, I mean, but at what point do you start going, hey, we got to take some chances here?
At what point do you say we need to take some of these guys out of the box?
Okay. Looks like they had everybody out on punt team just trying to get people moved around. Ball barely gets away, but it looks like it's going to be a great punt for the Wildcats. Ball rolling around, going to be down at the 7-yard line by number 7.
Not bad.
Ursula Johns, good hustle right there.
That's
glad to see she's okay. She was the one at that big collision in the end zone.
That's a 40-yard punt, Coach.
That was a great punt. You know,
that helps their punt average.
Well, it helps their defense. It helps the Wildcats because it sets the Anarchy deep. Now, if you want to score, you got to go 93 yards.
Yeah, if I'm the Anarchy right here, I tell you what I'm doing. You know that little tight bunch play where they've been throwing it out in the flat?
Yep.
They've run it so many times in the first quarter that when that girl runs to the flat, when the Bell runs to the flat, they're jumping that flat. There's a seam route or a corner route there. It would be wide open. But we're not going to get that. We're going to get the same play around the goal line. There it is.
And there she goes. She'll come around the right side.
There's a penalty marker.
Probably going to be holding.
It is holding.
Well, again, something positive for the Wildcats. Now the good news, it's not a 5-yard penalty.
Nope.
The good news for the
No, it's not a 10-yard penalty either.
The good news for the Anarchy is that, you know, it's a 3.5-yard penalty. So, I mean, if you're going to take a penalty,
we'll call it 4 for stat purposes.
4 for stat purposes, okay. I can live with that.
They had a nice little run. Looked like they're going to happen right there. I mean, once again, Coach, this is everybody in the box. You know, we got straight power eye left.
And there's a give. Fighting. But, you know, positive yardage. I think she picks up about 5 right there.
She went from the 4 to the 9. That's a 5-yard gain, Coach.
Tell you what, that's some good math right there, Coach Chapman.
You know, as history teachers, we have to stick together on these math.
That's right, man. We gotta stay together. That and the numbers on the screen. We got to stick together on these things.
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Coach Chavez is going to call a timeout. I think that's his last one. They've already taken 2, correct?
No, that's his second.
That's his second.
That's
okay.
2 for both teams now, Coach.
All right. He wants to talk about it.
I mean, you know, you're sitting there, you're at 2nd and 8 right here.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with 2nd and 8.
Throw the shallow. Or, my other favorite thing in the world to do, throw the screen.
Right now would be a good place to do it.
I tell you, yeah.
Go over to the Anarchy, please. Go to the Anarchy, please. Timeout. Always go on the far side. Both y'all were going to the same.
But, you know, you got, I'm looking to get 4 yards right here. Getting the 3rd and manageable.
That's what I'm trying to do, Coach. I mean, and eat a little clock right here.
Yes, sir. I'm chewing on that clock. Run, clock, run. If I ever get a 3-possession lead, that's all I can think about is run, clock, run. Let's just go home. Let's get out of here. Because Big Mo is a fickle beast. You're killing it 1 second, and the next second you're like, what happened? Looks like empty right.
Going deep.
There it is. Oh.
Broken up again by number 8.
Broken up by number 8. Alexander for the Wildcats. That ball intended for Koziara.
It's her 2nd pass breakup of the day, Coach.
Central Florida. She's having a good game.
She is. I thought they were about to come back down here on the other side to the seam route.
That brings up 3rd and 8.
It is. Empty right.
Motion from left to right. Ball in and out of the hands of the Wildcats.
Nice play right there.
Well, looks like they're going to force a punt.
That was a very nice play.
Again, another positive thing for the Wildcats.
At the end of this punt, Coach, we'll have a quick rundown of the first half stats.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, Tiara Clark, who had one taken away from her earlier today, was flirting with disaster right there. The ball was rolling dead in front of her, and she chose to bend down and try and scoop it up.
Hey, we credit her with a 3-yard dribble on that one after a 21-yard punt.
Tell you what, man, somebody falls on that ball, you may as well go stand on the other sideline, because it's going to be unpleasant on yours. I know everybody thinks they're the honey badger. I get that.
So the ball is at the 29-yard line of the Anarchy. This is the first or the deepest start of a drive for Arkansas yet. Fullback.
Give them a little Little dive right there. Nice pickup for number 11 right there, Raquel Williams.
About 3.
The Wildcats did defer in the first half, correct?
Certainly did, Coach.
So take up some time, score, come out, get the ball back. It changes the game. High backfield. Just a pro look. Give on the ISO around the right side.
Down to about the 23, Coach.
Yep, that's what it looks like. Then number 2, Kiara Vincent, running behind her pads right there. At 5'2", 115.
Gain of about 3 more, so you got, you know, 3rd down and right at, well, they gave her, it's at the 24. So you got 3rd and 5. 3rd and makeable.
High backfield, they're sticking with it. Give on ISO. Play made by number 86 right there. Vincent trying to get outside.
Loss of 7.
Number 86, Michelle Anthony, blows that up. Yeah, that's going to bring up 4th and what looks to be about 12. They're going to stay out, stay with the O right here.
Well,
there's a snap. Quarterback drops, looks right, throws, hasn't
caught.
And there she goes down the sideline, run out of bounds. Pass caught by number 15, Brewer. That's a big first down.
No, didn't get it, Coach.
Oh, she's short.
Yeah. It was a completion, but it was for 9 yards.
Oh, so she's 3 yards short.
Yep.
I thought she had it.
Nope.
It's going to be a turnover on downs. And here comes the anarchy. I like that. Here comes the anarchy.
Here comes no rules.
That's how I feel when my kids come down the steps. Here comes the anarchy.
So if you're the anarchy here right here, do you start trying to take some of this 8:30 off the clock right here?
Oh, man, we chew this thing to pieces. I'm down there telling you, run the clock. Run the clock. Chew it up.
Now, Coach, there's your last timeout for Arkansas.
That's going to be the last timeout. Having to come to Jesus meeting on the sideline.
But now for 8 minutes and 30 seconds, this clock's going to run, and if Arkansas wants to stop it, they're going to have to run out of bounds, spike it, or unfortunately throw an incomplete pass.
I tell you what, if I'd come all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas, losing this game would not be an option.
That is true, Coach.
That's a long ride.
That's kind of like coming all the way from Stockbridge, Georgia to Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah, you want to win, man.
Yeah, you don't want that 8-hour drive back.
No, sir, that's a quiet ride home.
We got straight eye right here, Coach. This is pro right eye.
There's a flag. It's going to be a hold. It's going to bring this back. really nice run.
It was, too.
That flag is in the area of holding, and that would be my guess. And indeed, my suspicion is confirmed.
That's the second straight drive they've started with a holding call.
Well, maybe they called that one. Hold on one, hold on one. Ready?
Break.
Yeah. So that's going to put them in the hole again. You know, they did away with the pre-snap penalties. Now it's the holding that's getting them.
Did they run I was about to say, down marker had second down. I was about to say, that don't look right. Still an empty right, Coach.
Motion coming from left to right. It's the Jet. And she is fast, buddy.
Yes, yes, she is.
That's Koziara. She can scoot. Yeah, at what point right here do you start rolling down to the motion?
Well, they haven't really blitzed all that much. I would be rolling down to the motion.
I mean, that's one of our common adjustments is the motion comes across, but we play a lot of cover 4, so. And motion coming across from right
Fumble.
to left.
Covered by number 53 for Arkansas.
Huge play for Arkansas. Ball recovered by Gwendolyn Edwards. It's going to be first down Wildcats. And what looks to be, let me see here. The glare is terrible. What looks to be about the 14-yard
line. Now the field position thing has changed, Coach.
Well, Wildcats just got to get in.
They've got to do something right here.
They got to get in right here. Backfield. There's a snap, quick give up the gut. And they're going to blow it dead pretty quick. Looks like it was no gain.
I'm going to give her one, Coach.
Okay.
I'm in a generous mood today.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Second down and 9 right here. And you're definitely in 4-down territory right here. And if you've got anything, if you've got anything like a toss sweep pass, something that you were waiting to break out later on, you break it out right here.
Yeah, now would be a great time for trickeration.
Screen.
What the bananas? I'm with you.
It's right there with those bananas and pajamas that are coming down the stairs.
Yes.
So, third down, I don't have a problem with that call. The execution of it was poor.
Good call, though. Still staying in the eye. I give one ISO around the left side.
Man.
Blown up.
I mean, just man.
There's no doing over there on the offensive left.
Just, I mean, there's nowhere to go, Coach. There's nowhere to go.
I'm telling you what, they are breathing down Kiara Vincent's neck every time she gets the ball.
They just lost 8 on that one.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. Currently being accosted by the tent.
It's a runaway tent back here.
Oh, looks like Batman. Quarterback's rolling.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't going anywhere. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Anarchy holds.
Again.
Tell you what, the Anarchy's defense has been pretty impressive today.
They have.
I mean, they've controlled a great deal of this ball game.
Coach, I'd say they controlled all of this ball game just between me and you.
I will say when I look at the rosters, their roster is much larger. But I see a lot of the same names on offense and defense.
So what you're saying is that they're going out and trying to do things like play action.
Fakes the toss. There's
drag.
The throw. Tight end across the middle.
To the 45-yard line.
Nice throwing catch. Big Dana Mitchell on the catch right there. Dana 6 foot 189. And she looks every bit of that.
21 yards on the completion, Coach. It's a great way to start the drive. And with 5:30 and ticking right here, Coach, you're looking at getting to the halftime up 4 touchdowns. I mean, if you get to the halftime up 4 touchdowns, you got to feel pretty good about yourself, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, your comment in the locker room has got to be don't let up.
Yep.
We got to give them the ball to start the half. We're going to get a 3 and out, and we're going to go down and score. Put this game away.
There you go, Coach. There's your last time out.
Last time out by the Anarchy. 5:14 left in the half. Anarchy in control, 20-0 here at your Women's Football Alliance Division III National Championship here at beautiful Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Hey,
sorta.
At Kennesaw State University. This is the twin, the little cousin of Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
I would say we're in the Fifth Third State Bank Stadium complex.
Or if you were talking about Atlanta, you'd say you were in the metro area of Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Yes. The Fifth Third Bank Stadium metro area.
There you go. So no timeouts now. This Joker's just going to run and run and run.
All right. They get in the I backfield. And it was a dive.
Fullback.
Dive to Cynthia Bell. And she's going to be good for what looks to be about 6.
Yes, sir.
6.5. Oh, she seems to be hurt, though. That could be bad news.
Yes, that is not something they want to see.
That is bad news for the Anarchy, buddy. She's their best offensive player and their best defensive player.
So you're saying she's their best player?
That is correct. She's down, and the way she was rolling around, I think it looked almost like she was holding on to her hand. Maybe took a face mask on the hand.
Yeah, that's one of those things. You get one of those, put your hand down, and other things happen to the wrist area.
Oh, yeah.
That is not a good thing.
I saw a kid one time put his hand down to try and stay up, the old spin drill type move.
Yep.
He put his hand down, and it was a JV game. One of our little JV linebackers came in and hit the guy.
No good, Coach.
And his arm rotated and caused what they called a spiral fracture.
Yes.
Where one of his bones shot out of his wrist. I could see it. I could see his bone. And that kid was just as cool as a cucumber. And of course, I went to go check on him, and I'm standing there talking to the EMT, and he's like, yeah, Coach. I said, man, he's so calm. He's like, oh, Coach, he's in shock. Give him a minute. They said, we'll shut these doors. About 5 minutes down the road, he'll be flipping out.
That's not good.
They said, we're afraid to sedate this guy.
That's not good.
They said, because this is not a friendly injury. But Bell leaves the field under her own power, so we're hoping to see her back. In the meantime,
2nd and 4.
number 40 comes in to take her place. That's Traven Mason. Quarterback drops, Hunter drops, looks across the middle.
Drag again.
And there's Dana Mitchell again. Somebody cover the tight end.
Hey, guess what?
Arkansas, you got to get hands on the tight end. Cannot let the tight end come with free release. Got to get hands on. You got to disrupt that route.
That was 20, Coach. She's had catches of 21 and 20 on this drive.
She's having a really good game.
Having a great drive. A great 3 plays.
Now we're going to get empty.
Jet sweep, you want to bet here?
That would be my guess.
Oh,
Nope.
I was wrong.
Hunter looks out. Looking for Mitchell again.
Oh.
I tell you what, they dodged a bullet on that one.
That is
Number 9, Latoya Bankhead Sims was in coverage right there. And if she breaks on that ball a little sooner, it's 6 the other way.
It is, and that's just when you have a 20-point lead, there are things that you want to avoid. One of those things that you would want to avoid would be throwing passes, on first down that could quite possibly be 6 points for the other team.
Yeah, well, I was on the sideline right there screaming, no! Throw it away. All right, here we go, a tight pro left.
Toss.
And there it is, Coach, you called it.
Cut it.
Koziara settles for what she can get and gets out of bounds. Although, I'm like, hey, man, slide. Slide on the ground. Keep the clock going.
Yeah, but, Coach, here's the thing. The clock doesn't stop.
Okay. That's interesting. Is that a pro thing?
It is. If it's not under 2 minutes in the first half, it doesn't stop.
Did not know that, Coach Chandler. I don't watch enough pro football, man.
Coach, you have 2 little children running around. Now 3.
Yes.
That's enough pro football for you.
There's the snap.
Quick screen.
Quick throw out to the right side. Cuts back to the middle. I think she might could have stayed outside right there. Ball caught by number 36, Whitney Dunlap. It's going to bring up 4th and short.
4th and 1.
Is Bell in the game? Tell you what, I might give it to number 40. Traven Mason at 5'10", 225. I give her the dive right here.
I might snap it and run the ball right behind her.
There's a snap.
Oh, spot route. Touchdown. Oh,
Ball called
man.
by number 36. Whitney Dunlap again.
Down to the 5.
Tell you what, my hat's off right now to the play calling of the Anarchy.
Great calling, Coach. There's no doubt about it.
Really good job right there. A lot of people don't. If you've never done it, you got to be creative, and it has to be so fast.
I mean, this has been an impressive drive.
Motion from right to left. There's a snap. Hunter looks, throws the ball.
Incomplete.
One hop.
Ooh, buddy, I tell you what, on the right side of the end zone right there, she had someone wide open. Nobody even anywhere close.
I would imagine at some point they're going to come back to that.
You would think so.
All right, kind of that compressed, empty look again.
Yes, it is. Uh-oh, fumble.
Yeah.
It goes as a sack right there, Coach.
Sickety sack.
Yes.
All right, let's come bring up 3rd down, 3rd and goal. From the 11-yard line.
Yep.
Let's see what they got right here.
Wheel route to number 20. Throw the post to number 36 right inside the outside corner. There it is. Touch. Oh. Went with the same concept on the other side of the field.
Going to fall incomplete. Going to bring up 4th and goal from the 11. Line up the kick. Yeah, here I would definitely. I'm with you. I would watch for the fake as well. There's the hold. There's a kick. It's up.
It's good.
And it's good. She nails it. And so with 1:21 left in the half.
Wow.
It's 23-0. Central Florida Anarchy over the Arkansas Wildcats.
That was a 28-yard field goal, Coach.
It's been all Anarchy so far. Still a great deal of football left to be played. I'll tell you what, you got to really hope that you can get a big play here.
That's the key. You want to hit a big play in a special team.
Pick one up and run it back. You got to have something really positive here happen.
I'm telling you right now that Arkansas's defense has got to be gassed.
I mean, they spent – how many plays have they run offensively?
Check this out, Coach. They've ran the ball 11 times, Arkansas has. All right, and they've thrown it 5. Okay? They've thrown the ball.
They being Central Florida.
Central Florida's thrown the ball 22 times.
Oh, hold up. There's a kick. It's a low dribbler. Scooped up by number 2.
At the 30.
She tries to bring it back across the field, and that's not happening.
No, sir.
That was Kiara Vincent on the return.
Hey, Coach Collins, Coach Chapman, how y'all doing tonight, gentlemen?
Very good.
Puddin' Bear, how are you?
We got a flag.
Of course we got a flag. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Division III Women's Football Alliance here at Kennesaw State University. Glad to have everybody with us. This is you're calling the Central Florida Anarchy. I heard the Orlando. Which one is it?
Central Florida.
God bless. God bless. Central Florida Anarchy versus the Arkansas Wildcats.
I believe they are out of Orlando, though.
They are. A lot of them, everything else says Orlando on it. So, I mean, hey, hate the player, hate the game. Apologize for the Central Florida and everything else I made up artwork-wise was Orlando. So, for those people that are watching here in different locations of the United States, here in Atlanta as well, we will be going off the air. So, your link will be ending so we can give you a little bit of score and down and distance here in the second half. First half, we were dealing with some tech issues, so we didn't try to mess things up. So we're going to make sure that we bring that to you. So at halftime, we will be going off the air. I'll come back on and let you know where to look for it, and it'll be labeled with the second half of the Orlando versus Arkansas Division II or Division III WFA Championship. Adam, Craig, take it back over.
All right, here we go.
Hey, different formation, Coach.
Doubles.
Shotgun and doubles.
Here we go, taking chances.
Thrown out in the flat.
And
to nobody.
It's a one-hopper. It ought to count if you catch it on first bounce. I'm a firm believer in that.
It does in some leagues.
Does a bounce pass.
Yeah.
That counts. Off the first hop.
Friday Night Lights, it counted in the state championship game.
You know, I actually had somebody throw the bounce pass on me. It's the first time I had ever seen it. I've been coaching for 12 years and they'd never seen it.
Wow.
And they would have scored had my free safety not seen what was going on. Illegal substitution right there by the Wildcats.
Yeah, this has been a pretty well played first half.
Yeah. It's going to bring up second down.
15.
What the bananas, she says. Sounds the crowd. I love it. What the bananas. Not as funny as those people at Anderson Park, but pretty funny.
No, there can never be anything as funny as Anderson Park. Except maybe Lenora Park.
Maybe. There's a snap. Quarterback drops
Oh, my word.
and tries to run a draw.
Yeesh, Coach.
And Kiara Vincent is
Minus.
my goodness.
-9, Coach. I'm right here. There. I'm not snapping the ball again. The clock's going to run out. I'm going to halftime. There's not a way I'm putting myself in any more danger.
No, because I'm not going to let a fumble happen or, an interception, something crazy. A mishandled snap, nothing. I'm with you.
Why I would not snap the ball.
Looks like they're going to, though.
If they snap this ball and fumble it and it gets run for a touchdown,
You said it.
I'm going to be very disappointed.
There's snap. Quarterback drops. Throw across the middle. And
Complete.
It's caught by number 15. That's Brewer on the catch.
12 yards.
And there's a flag down. Be interested to see what this is.
It was after the play. I have no idea what it could be.
The flag down with 5 seconds left. All right. Playing 3.
Coach was on the field. That's what it was.
Oh. You can't do that. Unless you rush Probst.
Or,
If you rush Probst, you can stand in midfield and nobody say anything.
but you might get called for back-to-back too many men on the field penalties that lets you lose the state championship game after a questionable pass interference call.
It happens.
I could only imagine what that referee felt like.
Isn't that a song?
You can only imagine?
I can only imagine.
Yep.
All right.
So that was a third down right there, right, Coach? So it was another third down. This
Now
is
you
a
have to take the snap.
This is fourth down, man.
And give number 2, Kiara Vincent. She comes around the right side. Going to get popped going out of bounds.
She's going to gain 2.
And it has been tough sledding for the Wildcats
Coach.
here in the first half.
0. They are 0. They have no first downs.
They don't have a first down in the first half.
No, sir.
All right there, Coach Collins, Coach Chapman, listening fans across the United States. This is Score Sports. We're right here with the Arkansas Wildcats. We're right behind them, man. It's some intense thing. Look like they're going to do their halftime focus right there. So we're on 20 minutes on the clock. So everybody sit back and enjoy. There is a flag on the play. They're trying to figure out what's going on with the flag here. So we'll see before we head out. They did stop the clock. There is a flag on the play. Down here on the bottom left, the Arkansas Wildcat coach is talking. Down with the Orlando coach, look like they're going to have to work something out.
I think it was an unsportsmanlike on the bench for the second half kickoff.
Could be, and they're going to roll the clock at 20 minutes. We'll come back live right around the 5-minute mark, but we are going to cut it off. So you will lose the link. Nobody panic. Just look for WFA Division III Championship, Orlando versus Arkansas, second half. We'll have that active and loaded so you can see the scoreboard at the bottom and all the wonderful bells and whistles. Like, again, sorry for the technical communications. I'd like to blame me and me alone. This is Score Sports bringing you the Division III WFA Championship. We'll be back. Thanks so much.
substitution penalty.
Substitution penalty right there. Side judge just called it. Looks like they got 12 out there.
They walked one off and they walked one on, so let's count them. All right, then they walked another one off.
There we go. I do like the idea of you get called for illegal substitution, so you bring one off and then sneak one in.
Colquitt County tried that. It didn't work.
Empty right, or empty left, sorry. There's a snap. Hunter
Fake the
looks.
quick screen.
She escapes the sack.
I don't think you can throw a pass to your lineman, can you? Is that a lineman?
Number 25.
There's the flag right there.
Now, I will tell you, as an offensive lineman, you got to have a heads up. You have to actually get out of the way of that ball.
You can't get touched by it at all.
You have to get out of the way of that ball.
Mm-hmm. It's illegal touching.
I know this because Coach Chapman hit me in the head with a football one time.
It was strictly
and
on purpose.
I had a penalty called on me, and it was a screen, and I was like, okay, not my fault. And I got yelled at.
That was after I was running around behind everybody yelling, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. They lost it down on that, Coach, so now it's second down.
All right, empty right, gun. Hunter takes a snap.
Quick screen.
Quick screen out to the right
Wow,
side.
lots of yardage.
And there she goes.
Man.
And they run her out of bounds.
Wow.
Big pickup.
Another 15-yard gain.
Quick screen out there to Coral Bryan. She's had a good game. Tell you what, man, player of the game is going to be tough for this one if Central Florida is able to hold out and win.
I mean, quarterback's putting up stats. I mean, you know, you've got not a great running game, but an adequate running game to go with this nice passing game. They got to be pushing close to, you know, right now they got to be pushing close to 150 on offense, somewhere around in there. Maybe a little bit further than that. Now they're under center.
Doubles look ace. Motion.
Toss. Fumble. Tackle for a loss.
Tackle for a loss by number 15, Kendra Brewer.
-7 on that, Coach.
Big play.
That's the second tackle for a loss in this game.
Well, it was Dern on that carry. She just couldn't get out of the backfield.
Man, she dribbled it before she got control of it. That brings up 2nd and 17 right here.
Hunter looks, throws across the middle. It's going to be picked.
And fell down.
That ball's picked by Ursula Johns. There's several flags that come out. I'm be interested to see what the call is right here. That pass was intended for Dana Mitchell. She just couldn't get up and get it, the big tight end.
She returned that for about 7 yards, too. I wonder if they're going to call blocking the back, Coach.
Well, that's always my thing. I don't see Luke Campbell, though, so I don't know.
You wouldn't see Luke Campbell anyway. He'd been running to the other side of other part of the sideline away from you after he had his 7 blocking the backs on one play.
Referee just following him down the field with a bucket of flags.
They called it against. Yeah, they called blocking the back after the interception.
Okay, well, that, you know, it's after the turnover, so that's okay. It's still Wildcat ball. So the Wildcats are in good position again.
So now the turnovers are even. Both teams have thrown an interception and both teams have had a fumble.
Although I will say this, at this point, if I'm the Wildcats, I got to start thinking about the clock now.
Yeah, you know, I respect their stick-to-itiveness on their offense, but sooner or later you're going to have to take a tight end out and put a receiver in. Take a fullback out, put a receiver in.
And traditional gun look. There's a snap. Quarterback tries to throw out the right side.
Did you catch that? Bounced.
That bounced on the ground.
Coach, they are 2 for 11 throwing the football.
2 for 11, you say?
Yes, sir. That would be a Jake Metters first half until he went 9 for 9 in the third quarter.
Yeah, you gotta get a spark here. Like you said, if you got something that's straight up shenanigans, pull it out now.
Well, they got 9 guys in the box. I mean, look at that. There are 9 people in the box. Ball snap, got zone to the left.
Zone to the left.
And zone to the left. Turn the corner, look at that. Nice run.
Nicely done by Raquel Williams.
You know, Coach, I'm sitting here looking at this, and that's a 5-yard gain. You know what that play looks like to me? I don't know if it's actually intended to be that, but that's almost stretch.
Tackled by Sydney Blonick and Coral Bryan.
You know, we're getting under 7 minutes here. You know, with Arkansas already using one of their timeouts, the clock, you know, really is their enemy right here.
Same gun look.
It's 3rd and 5.
There's a snap. Quarterback run. Going to be close. About 1.5 yards short.
Be just short.
Going to bring up 4th and 1.5. Something I haven't seen is I haven't seen Crystal Bell come back. I haven't seen Crystal Bell come back to the game. Big 4th down play right here.
Yes, it is, Coach.
There's a throw.
Oh, nice catch.
And it's
just
caught.
Short.
She came back, though. She's short of the ball. She came back to the football.
That was a 1-yard completion, but it was a great completion.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say bye to Coach Chapman. He has to go do other arrangements. Appreciate you joining us here for the first 3 quarters of the Division III action. Now you get to listen to one crazy red-headed man. Hope everybody's doing well out there in YouTube land. I know that we were missing some sound. Don't hold that against us. Just be happy that we were able to get the sound back. So with that in mind, we'll get back to some fun action here. Coach Collins, that's our action on the screen. We'll see what happens.
All right, so we got turnover on downs. Anarchy ball again. Got a timeout right here.
Oh, I love a good timeout. When I see a timeout there, Coach Collins, you know what I think? I think an opportunity to show some displays, some information, some knowledge. So what we're going to do is going to throw up on some screens here and give it an opportunity to say, hey, this is what has brought these teams to there. So here, let's take a look here real quick.
Okay.
All right. So right here, Division III bracket. I know everybody's been intrigued trying to figure out how did these 2 teams get here today. Well, the way Arkansas got here is that they defeated the Zodiacs maybe, and then they defeated the Austin Outlaws, and then were able to take down the Rocky Mountain Thundercats. And that's how they were able to get here. As for Orlando, they're going to go by Orlando Bulls, say Central Florida. They beat Drew City Dynamite, the Dairy City Dynamite, and then the Mississippi Royalty, and then knocked down the Richmond Black Widows, which is a good name since the Richmond Spiders. 14-27, that's how they ended up getting here as well.
See, I would call that the road to the championship, not just numbers on the screen.
I understand that. I grasp that.
All right, here we go. Empty look. Hunter and a gun.
Well, no, I mean, this is what's live right here. We're trying to deal with this, so you just focus on this screen right here.
Okay, roger that.
All right. So anything that's on that screen, that's what we're live voice-wise. If not, you're going to be delayed, so you just need to focus on that screen. Sorry, me.
Oakley.
Well, Oakley. That's why I gave you that screen right there. Oh, hey, they did a hurry-up right there.
Yeah, they did. Got back on the ball real quick. Trying to push the pace. Empty look again. Hunter takes a snap. Drops. Quick throw out to the right side. There's Crystal Bell. She had gone out earlier in the second half. That's the first action I've seen of her now. And nice little throwing catch. Going to bring up 3rd and manageable.
It was nice to see her be able to bring that in like that. the nice glare is coming in.
Indeed, sir.
It is 3rd down and about 5.
Here's that empty look that's all packed up tight. There's a snap. Quick throw. Oh!
Almost.
That was almost tip drill again. That was through the hands of Mackey and then through Dana Mitchell's hands as well.
She is banging her head knowing that she wanted to have that football.
Yeah,
all right.
She would have rumbled to the end zone.
Coach, you're 4th down and 5 here. What's your call?
I'm going.
I mean, we're not punting. We're down. It's still 23-0. 5 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Glad to have the clock up and running here at the bottom. Glad to have everybody joining us in. Sorry for the confusion here at the 1st and 2nd half. We'll mesh it all together and send it back out in one final stream for those individuals watching at home.
That funky bunch. Empty look. Crystal Bell goes in motion. There's a snap. Quick throw out to Bell.
Oh, nice reception right there, all the way down to about the 32-yard line. Good throw and catch.
Bell is a huge factor in this game.
A huge target at that, man. She's got some stickums going on right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, she's 5'7", 180 out of Fort Pierce, Florida, and Jacksonville University.
Oh, a little JSU. Is that the Gamecocks?
I do not know. I think that's Jacksonville State.
Oh, so what is JSU or Jacksonville University?
JSU. Actually, we have a receiver going there.
All right. So they're getting right back on the ball, and here we go again.
All right, it's that same empty look with that funky bunch to the right side. There's a quick throw out to the right. Caught.
Only about a 2-yard gain on the reception by number 9.
That's Mackey right there on the reception.
It's going to leave about a 2nd down and 8 here for the Anarchy. And the audience is helping out, or the crowd. I'm sorry, it's not an audience. It's a crowd. She took her helmet off. Got a little twist there. Shake, shake, shake that twist. Glad to have everybody. It's a warm night out here in Kennesaw. Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock for those people in Arkansas.
Yeah, I was looking for Carol O'Connor because it's very much in the heat of the night here.
Yes, it is. Good bring back there. 2nd down and 8 here.
Doubles look. Done. Hunter takes a snap.
Almost a sack. Oh, yeah.
Man,
that was almost
down.
a fumble. She released that ball. That was almost a nice turnover on downs almost.
I think they were trying to just sneak the back out on a flare, and it was covered, and then she kind of panicked, pulled the ball down, and had nowhere to go.
No.
Really nice coverage by the Wildcats that time.
So it's a loss of 2 right there. They're going to say 3rd down and 12.
All right. Doubles again. Hunter in the gun. Looks right. Rolls back to her left. Lets it fly.
Incomplete.
That ball intended for Koziara. It's going to fall incomplete.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, Laundry on the field. Laundry on the field. Looks like we got a hold against the Anarchy. Holding is illegal.
Only if you get caught there, Coach. Only if you get caught.
This is true.
This is definitely true. Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Hey, buddy. You look like the Cape Crusader right there.
All right. As long as I'm not the Joker right now, I'll take the Cape Crusader.
I don't know. The pencil trick's pretty awesome.
Yep, I would agree. Ta-da. 3rd down and roughly 22.
Empty right. Hunter waits on the snap. There it is. She drops. Lets it fly down the right side. Caught. And there she goes. Nobody will catch her.
Nobody.
Touchdown. Number 42, Coral Bryan.
Nice.
And just like that, it's 29-0. I tell you what.
What would you tell me there, Coach?
After, this is a rematch of last year's championship game in which the Anarchy lost 42-26.
You think they learned something from that, Coach?
I think they're still salty about that game.
I do enjoy a good salty dog, but in this situation, it is definitely showing to a 30. It's 29-0 right now, getting up ready for the extra point.
The only thing better than a salty dog is a turkey dog.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I'm so glad you didn't. I didn't know where you were going. I didn't know if you were packing a lunch or bringing this. Is that a little bit better, though?
That's much better.
Hey, man, I'm an outside-of-the-box thinker right there, bud.
You are, buddy.
I am just trying to survive in the world that we call life.
They line up for the kick. There's a snap. Holds. It's up, and it looks good. There's a flag on the ground, though.
Of course there's a flag on the ground. Of course.
They're going to call an illegal shift on the Anarchy.
So they're going to have to re-kick that, I would suspect.
I didn't see the shift. But, you know.
A lot of times we don't. It sneaks up on us.
I also knew where the end zone stopped and started. So, you know, who knows? All right, they're going to line up to kick it again. There's a snap, a hold.
Oh, they came in, the guns are blazing.
Still good. Up and good. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, right.
Everything's coming up roses for the Anarchy. And with 2:27 left in the third quarter, Orlando Anarchy 30. Arkansas Wildcats 0.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you get a chance to see how the Anarchy made their way all the way here to Kennesaw State University out of the outsides of Atlanta, Georgia. They finished the regular season 10-1. As you can see, they started off with the Daytona Wave Runners. Savannah Hurricanes were next. Tampa Bay Inferno. Close matchup, 45-42. They definitely put some points on the board. Savannah Hurricanes 70-0. Headed down to the Jacksonville Dixie Blues, and then back to the Daytona Wave Runners. Miami Fury ended the season with a loss to the Tampa Bay Inferno. And once again, the Derby City Dynamites were their first victim in the playoffs, headed by the Mississippi Royalty, and then ended up with the Richmond Black Widows. I have a chance to check in on the Arkansas team here on their offense as well. Glad to have everybody with us here at Kennesaw State, home of championship weekend for the Women's Football Alliance. I'm Bowman Michael with Adam Collins. Sorry about that, Coach.
No, you're good. There's the kick. Scooped up at about the 35-yard line. She's going to run it up the middle. One of the better returns of the day, though. Good for about 10 yards.
You get an opportunity here where Arkansas takes the ball down 30-0. You get an opportunity to see what brought them here today. As you can see, they are undefeated, being the champions from last year. They have not actually had any competition. Good yawn there, Coach. I give that yawn a scale of 5 out of 10. But realistically, 50-0 the first game, 74-0 the second, and then the playoff 64-20. They definitely have had limited competition. This is the first time they've seen any type of adversity. And back to action we go.
That was odd. They played the Alabama Fire 2 weekends in a row.
I'm telling you, it must have been a makeup game from something previous. That's what I'd like to believe.
Quick throw out to the left right there to number 7. And she's going to be brought down quickly after the catch by number 58.
You're fine.
Constant Sobers.
Roughly about a 2-yard gain on the play.
It was almost like I was predicting the future there for a second.
Well, you are a delayed 10 seconds in life in the first place, so it's what we have is what we got.
I'm living life in the fast lane.
Bum, 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 bum. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind everybody that's tuning in today, all 66 viewers. We did lose a lot of viewers when we did the shift, but hey, hopefully they might be able to find us on the second half. We will be live here at 7 o'clock, roughly about an hour and a half away to take on the Division II championships between the Minnesota Vikings and versus the New York Sharks. First and roughly 5.
Gun look right here. Quick give to Vincent around the right side on the zone. She's got some room to run.
Nice.
Nice big run.
About a 10-yard gain on the play, all the way down to about the 42-yard line. They're going to run it and go. They can't waste any time. The clock is running. We're under 1 minute and some change. They're calling timeout here? Nope. No timeout. I heard somebody call timeout in my dreams last night, I guess. Coach Collins, you doing okay today, bud?
I am, man. I'm just sitting here doing math in my head. You know, they're down 4 possessions right now. You got to score. You have to score right here.
Oh, there's no doubt.
If you don't score on this possession, it gets next to impossible.
It does.
Quick throw out to the left, trying to get the ball to Vincent. She's well covered, though.
Well, unfortunately, Coach, probably the hardest thing about what they're struggling with is the fact that they're a running team, not a passing team. You know, in just a second, I'll throw up, not because we don't have that opportunity because of that they are running constantly. But here in just a minute, I'll let you see their offensive stats, and this will kind of give you an idea of what they've been able to do this season so far. Here we go.
All right, in the gun.
Second down and 10.
There's a snap. Give right up the gut right there. Nice big run by number 11. Raquel Williams brought down by number 40, Trevor Mason.
And see what you can see here. I mean, they are definitely a rushing game. They've only passed for the whole season 399 yards. Okay, there is a flag on the play, but we're going to continue to look at this. You know, from a total team rushing, you know, 273 yards a game. That's a lot of rushing. You know, not allowing a lot of points, not being challenged much in that area. But realistically, this is hard for a team to come back from when their main focus is rushing.
Looks like that penalty was against the Anarchy.
That is a good penalty. Clock is still running. We're clicking away here. Under 25 seconds.
Yeah, it's a race against the clock now.
It is.
Offset eye backfield. Give to Vincent on the ISO around the right side.
That looks like that's going to end here the third quarter of play with the Central Florida Anarchy 30, the Arkansas Wildcats 0. We will have a quick word from your sponsors, and we'll be right back.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.
Football, America's national obsession. NFL and college football are two of the most popular sports leagues in the United States. But there's another football league you probably have never heard of. And it's dominated by women. Football was closed off to women for decades because it was historically considered a man's game. But today, more women are playing sports in high school and college than ever. And now, they have a place to continue their dreams of playing on a professional level.
It's showing that football can be for everybody. And that's the goal, right? Like, this is a great game.
They've trained like professionals.
We're doing something that a lot of women and men, for that matter, have never ever seen.
Compete like professionals.
Do they hit hard is what they really want to know. And my answer to that is, yes, we do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth quarter of play here in Division III action. Women's Football Alliance. Arkansas has the ball. Coach Collins, take it away.
And there's a snap, quick throw. Oh!
A lineman's dream.
Man, I tell you what, that ball knocked down right there by Casey Morgan.
Yeah.
That pass was intended for Raquel Williams. I thought Casey Morgan might take that one.
Yeah, that would definitely have been enjoyable to say the least right there. So they're still on their horses right here. They are not huddling. It is nice and hot down here in Atlanta, Georgia.
It is warm.
They're going to call a timeout here. Give us a chance to talk a little as we get a timeout. It's always nice to kind of take a break here. Going to talk a little bit about as we go on for a break. Give an opportunity to give a shout out to all the players on the team. First up, the Central Florida Anarchy on the screen right here. So I'd like to give a shout out to all the players. Wonderful for them to be able to participate. The thing that you saw during halftime was actually taking place last year. I just was able to find some footage, so I wanted to put it out there. Information about what the trials and tribulations the Central Florida Anarchy went through last year to get to the championship up in Pittsburgh. Hats off to all the ladies in that situation. A lot of difficulties that occurred right there, and I'm very happy to see them overcome it. Over here is the Arkansas Wildcats, and it looks like if everything stays status quo, one team will have one victory, and the other team will have another victory over the past 2 years. And we'll be interested to see if the rubber match exists next year. I could bet you a lot of the other D3 schools out there, and we'll have a chance to throw up some D3 schools here in a minute to show what the other D3 schools are here in the league. So we can give a shout out to all of them. As you can see, we have a nice little runner at the bottom that always describes everything. And away we go.
And there's a snap, drop, throw out to the right,
Oh.
almost picked again. Pass broken up by number 42 right there, Coral Bryan.
It's going to be 4th down and 11 for Arkansas. Somewhat of a last gasp. The clock is not running. It is 14:42 here in the 4th quarter of this championship game.
All right, gun look. Just pro right gun. There's a snap. Quick throw by the quarterback. Out to the left, intended for Vincent. Pass quickly broken up.
Changeover on downs.
That's going to be a turnover on downs, and here comes the Anarchy.
All right, well, with that in mind, I'd like to have a chance to acknowledge all Division III schools. Or Division III schools. I played at Division III school. I guess that's why I want to acknowledge them. Division III teams here, National League and American League. American League's to your left, National League's to your right here. Nice to see everybody participating. We've had a chance to watch a lot of these teams filming for the Atlanta Phoenix, so it's always nice to get that involvement and seeing what occurs. So thank you so much for all your participation here on the Women's Football Alliance. And let's get ready for Central Florida's 4th quarter, first possession.
Packing it in, double tights, eye backfield. And there's the give on the ISO to the right side. You know, and, you know, there might be somebody at home going, why in the world would you do this? And I'll tell you why, to make the clock go away.
Yes. You can never run the clock too much.
You have a 4-possession lead, and your only thought on the sideline is run, clock, run.
Up next, the Minnesota Vixens of the American Conference League will be taking on the New York Sharks of the National Conference Division II Championship here. 7 o'clock kickoff. Hopefully you'll stay with us and enjoy that action.
Some early movement right there, and they're going to call it ISO off the right side, but there's some people moving around before the snap.
You walked, you
walked
traveled and got caught.
That's indeed, sir.
Yes, you traveled and got caught. That's a good breath right there, man.
Yeah.
Don't sound like an old man on me, man. We got too much stuff going on, bud.
I'm just trying to. I feel bad for right now for the Wildcats. It's a tough day for them.
Well, I mean, nothing worse than the defending champions not showing up for the championship game. You know,
and that's really what it looks like.
They came in and thought they were going to win, so why practice?
I mean, okay, here we go. Diamond Diamond left. There's a snap. Hunter lets it go across the middle.
Pretty.
Throw in caught by Crystal Bell.
We're going to show a replay towards
It's a
the end
huge
after she
game.
catches it. The yak, the run after catch is amazing. She was able to gain roughly about 8 yards after the catch.
She is
A beast.
She's their best player without doubt.
Player of the game. I could throw that up there right now if you'd like me to. There's no need to go a game recap on us.
Yeah, I would say offensively she's definitely been the player of the game. Diamond to the right side this time. There it is, quick screen. And rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Ball thrown to number 36, Whitten Dunlap. Good. Looks like for another first down. No, I'll take that back. She's just short.
Second down. Second down about 2.
And that didn't look good.
No. Face down in the heat right there. Face down in the heat.
That did not look good at all.
While we're doing that, we'll take a little moment, give a little PSA announcement, and we'll be right back while they attend on this player.
No legends need apply. These guys are ballers. These guys are gamers. These guys are true athletes of this fantastic organization that is women's professional tackle football.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live in action here. Want to have a chance to acknowledge the MVPs of the league for both the Boston Renegades and the LA Warriors. We got Gardner for the Warriors and Bonds for the Renegades, and then the Coach of the Year comes from the Pittsburgh Passions. Coach, go for the name, Teresa
Kahn.
I wouldn't have went with Kahn. I would have said Cone in that situation.
See, we're the N and H. I would agree with you.
Yes, it would have been just mind-boggling for me. So, Coach, talk to me a little bit about, if you can, what the recap of the game so far, what's brought in, what's been going on for those people that just joined us here. What has been if you were to give me a good open all sentence, what has the Orlando Anarchy / Central Florida Anarchy did here today to be up 30-0? Because somebody's clicking in right now. I mean, we got realistically 100 views out there, people watching in here trying to figure out, okay, it's 30-0. The National Conference is demolishing the American Conference here in Division III play.
Play calling and defense has been tremendous by the Anarchy. There's a couple calls where I'm like, man, that's really good. And I don't know how often these guys get to work with their teams.
Right.
So I know that's difficult. And play calling's a difficult thing anyway. Vince Dooley told me one time, we were talking, and he was telling the story about when he decided not to give the ball to Herschel and Georgia loses to Clemson in 1981. And the AD came to him like 2 weeks later and said, why didn't you give the ball to Herschel? And he said, well, you've had 2 weeks to think about this. I had 10 seconds.
Right. That's why I don't ever really get upset with you, Coach. I mean, from a coach's perspective, that's one of the hardest things. You're in the moment right then and there. You make the call, you go with it, and that's that. It goes back in any situation. Your best play is usually your next play, not the last play, to see what actually happens.
And defensively, I mean, the Anarchy came in and said, hey, it was a sound strategy because when you look at the stats, Arkansas is such a heavy run team. They came in, they put 9 people in the box and said, I dare you to throw it.
Right.
And Arkansas hasn't been able to really throw with any success, save 1 or 2 completions.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I think there were something like 2 for 12. That sounds about right. Yeah, the heat right here, especially.
It's kicking in right now. It's definitely kicking. And the nice thing is they did a great job with the border. These are all the teams here in the Women's Football Alliance. Hats off for a great 2018 season. Hopefully a 2019 season will be even better. Maybe you'll have an opportunity to participate in the WFA Bowl game. It's a wonderful weekend here in Atlanta. We have Division III now. Division II will be coming up shortly. And tomorrow is over at the Kennesaw State University Fifth Third Bank Stadium, where we have the All-American game followed by a little skills game, and then heading in the direction of the championship game, where we're going to see the Los Angeles Warriors take on the Boston Renegades.
They think they found something in that diamond formation, and they've got numbers. They're just going to throw the quick screen. I mean, they could just do that till the cows come home.
Oh, down the road.
And there goes Coziar, and she's headed for the end zone.
Give her 6.
Nobody's going to catch her.
Give her 6.
Nobody's going to catch her. Touchdown.
Yep.
But when you line up that diamond formation, Coach, you can't put one person out there.
No, you can't.
You can't put one person out there. You can't leave the corner out there by themselves with the safety over the top. That's never going to work. You got to slide a linebacker out and put a linebacker over the top of that bunch, and then you got to cheat the other safety over.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that formation right there scares the crap out of me.
I understand that. I could see why it would in that situation.
Because if you've got somebody in the backfield with the ability to run, now you've moved all these people outside. You know, if you run the ball inside now, you know, because that's the whole game is numbers.
Right.
And there's a snap, a hold, kick. It's up and it's good.
And with that, 11:18 and some change remaining, 37-0, ladies and gentlemen. The clock shall be running.
Dominating performance so far by the Anarchy.
Yes.
And at this point, you know, and I tell you what, I would really be rethinking the black uniforms right now.
It's hot.
They look tough.
They do. I love their decal. It's a good Wildcat. Me being a former high school player of a team that was the Wildcat, that Wildcat is definitely looked like a Wildcat that just got out of the shower, though. I mean, that hair is just a mess.
Yeah.
Just out there. But I like the Wildcat. It pops on that helmet real well here. 37-0, 11-18 here in the Division III championship game. Kennesaw State University. Glad to have everybody with us here for championship weekend. A great weekend, to say the least.
All right. The Anarchy line up to kick off again. And Dana Mitchell bloops one over the first line, bounces, picked up at about the 42-yard line, and it's not making it much further than that.
No. I would agree with you on that part.
That return by number 32, Kim Collier, about a 3-yard return. And at this point, you know, you're just trying to keep your head up if you're the Wildcats.
I would agree.
You're just trying to finish. That's your only thought is you can't give up. You got to finish. You cannot give up.
No, and you don't want to in a situation like that. I agree.
You know, you want to persevere, and, you know, it's as hard as a coach, I think, as it is as a player, you know, to sit there and go, I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Right.
Because that's what it is right now. At this point, it's disbelief, you know, because you're last year's champs, and today things just have not gone your way.
No.
Wildcats line up in the gun. Pro right look. There's a snap. Give on the ISO around the right side. Looks like they might get the edge. No. Nicely done right there.
For a slight second, Coach, I didn't think what would happen if they came towards us.
By number 23, yeah, I was a little worried.
Now, would I use you as a human shield? I mean, because we are right here on the lines, I tell you that.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Second down and 12. Ball's on the 42-yard line.
That was a great job right there by the defensive end, number 33, to string, linebacker right there, number 33, to string it out to make her bubble right there and then play her inside out. That's Gabriel Duran. Turned it because if Vincent gets the corner, she might go because she can run.
You blowing at a bug?
Yeah, man, a gnat. Gun look. There's a snap. Yeah, little shenanigans right there. Picked off.
That doesn't pay off. All the way down to about the 35-yard line.
That's a huge return by Gabriel Duran. Coach, that's her second pick of the day.
She gonna be your defensive player of the game, Coach?
She is, Coach.
Give me that on that part. It's hard not to.
And I don't know if you can argue with Crystal Bell as the offensive player of the game for the Anarchy.
It's our tight end?
No, she's the running back, number 96.
Oh, she just comes out of the backfield and catches balls. My bad. Sorry about that.
She went out a little while ago, but you know, on offense, Dana Mitchell's had a big day. Koziara's had a big day. Hunters obviously have a big day throwing the football. You know, they could go to a lot of people.
Right.
And the offensive line has done a great job giving a pocket to Hunter. You know, we don't talk enough about the offensive line. Trips bunch, just a little quick screen, and look at all the room. Look at all the room.
They're done.
She's just trotting.
Yeah, they're done all the way down to about the 16-yard line. Hey, get an opportunity. Take a little thing. This is the Orlando Anarchy. I'm going to call him Orlando because that's what I researched, but it is Central Florida. You'll have to give me the information why it's Central versus Orlando. But right now, I mean, we're talking, look at the passing, 15-15. 252 yards a game, 163 yards a game. I mean, they are offensively dominating. Almost feels like they maybe threw it in against the Tampa Bay Inferno for some reason or another. They should be undefeated, feels like.
It does. There's a diamond formation, and again, they're going to throw the quick screen.
Are you calling touchdown?
Okay.
They're going to call pass interference? Let's call something here. Oh, they're not.
Picked by the Wildcats. Picked by number 11 right there, Raquel Williams. They tried to force something.
They did. Trying to make something out of nothing on that part. Understood.
You don't have to be cute. There's one person on the diamond. Throw the screen.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
You don't have to do anything else.
No.
You do that till their nose bleeds.
We're right around the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. A reminder to everybody that is interested in this in the state of Georgia, come on out. If you can't get tickets to the Dodgers Braves game, come on over here to Kennesaw State. Enjoy the championship game here tomorrow against the LA Warriors and the Boston Renegades.
All right. Looks like the Wildcats are going to start at about their own 8-yard line. I will say this end of the field has not been kind to them.
No.
Pro right eye backfield.
It's like, who's going to call timeout here? Or somebody's going to delay of game against the Wildcats. You're down 37 and you get a delay of game. Somebody needs a hug. I don't know who it is at this point, but I definitely think somebody needs a hug.
Yeah, this is. I hope for their sake they're staying overnight.
The motivational speaker speaks.
At least have an evening in Hot Atlanta.
Yes, I would agree with you. And go where there, Coach Collins? Come on, prep the Empire Bar.
Yes, the Empire Bar and Grill. Blown up. Tried to give the ISO around the left side, and the Anarchy just not having it. That whole group in their backfield there. That was number 58 who made that play.
That's a good number.
Constance Sobers.
It's a great number.
Constance goes 6'1", 271.
I'd say it's about the 3-yard line there, Coach.
Yeah, it's a 5-yard loss. You know, when you can't afford anything to go wrong, you know, that's what happens. Oh, hit as she throws. Ball falls incomplete. Latoya Bankhead Sims has had a rough day at quarterback.
Yes, she has.
But, you know, this throwing the ball is not their thing. That's not what they do. And the Anarchy said, we're going to make you one-dimensional.
Whether you like it or not.
I do like this. I do like them spreading out. They go doubles and go gun. There's snap. Quarterback drops. Quick throw.
So you caught it or not? She caught it or not?
I call that a catch right now.
You want to give her the catch?
I call that a catch. That ball thrown to number 4.
They're not giving her the catch.
Lindsay Edwards.
They're going to say incomplete. Back down to the 1 yard line, it feels like.
See, I think
the 1 yard line.
I think you give her the catch right there.
I think you give her the catch just because you're down 37-0, to be honest with you. Well, first game in here. How you feeling so far, Coach? You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm good, man.
All right, man.
I could use a water, but other than that, I'm good. It's kind of hot.
It is.
I'm glad I don't have pads on.
Is this going to be a safety? No, she gets out of the end zone.
Bad snap, kind of.
No, she does not.
Oh, still up. Oh, and now she goes down.
We definitely get our safety. Call it.
Yeah.
We got a hurt player on Central Florida, though. I hate that.
Who's down? I think that was Lindsay Edwards, the punter for the Wildcats.
No, she's not down. It's Central Florida.
No, the guy got hit for the safety.
Oh, got hit for the safety. Sorry about that.
And I'm trying to see who's down. I don't know if we can get a number from here.
We'll see if we zoom in real quick and I can see something here. Let's see.
Use the sky cam.
I will. I'll send my drone over, since I haven't had an opportunity to do that since the world has decided to mess with me today. Are you not able to read her number with her back on the ground? Like, oh, she raised up.
Lori, let's see.
Number 18.
No, that's not who number 18 is.
But who's number 18?
Number 18 is Miranda Morales.
Okay, well, that's who is walking off the field. All right, they don't call me the best spotter this side of the Mississippi. I can pick out raccoons in an open area anytime. Anytime, I tell you.
You know, raccoons are rather nasty creatures.
I don't get near them. Them and skunks, man, they make me
nervous. Do you know a raccoon will drown a dog? Did you know that?
Debbie Downer over here, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce him.
When you go raccoon hunting and they'll take you across the water, and the raccoon will wait on the dog and sit on its head and drown the dog.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, that is where the red fern grows, part 7. Where the red fern grows, part 7.
These are the things you learn as a small child.
Yes, I can understand that.
That, and you tell the police nothing, they got nothing.
And on the left-hand side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the offense and defensive players of the game, or the defensive players of the season. There's the MVPs right there, and then you can see the offensive players of the season for the 2017 Women's Football Alliance and the defensive players. Congratulations, ladies. Your names have been scrolling down at the bottom the whole game. Hopefully you've been able to see it at least the second half.
Looks like we had a penalty there. Oh, penalty. We had a safety.
Oh, a little pooch kick there, Coach. I'd enjoy a good pooch.
And that ball picked up caught by number 36 right there, Whitney Dunlap. She rumbles forward. I said there must have been a penalty or a safety, you know.
Right. They kick it from the 20,
It's
Coach.
the heat. I'm fixing to go down face first.
It's good, man. You're like, I wasn't willing to catch you. I'm like, well, I didn't see a penalty, but if you call it a penalty, Coach, you have the mindset. On the Minnesota Vixen, we're going to have a special announcer here. Actually, the Minnesota Vixens announcer for their games. They're going to come in here and actually join us. Very excited about that.
What city are they out of?
I would say Minnesota, but that's a state based on my knowledge.
Maybe Minneapolis?
St. Paul.
The Twin Cities?
Ooh, the team the Falcons beat to get into the 98 playoffs. Good times. All right, refocus.
The home of mediocre college football.
Yep. Jesse the Body Ventura would think otherwise. Here we go.
Diamond right. Throw the screen.
And they did. And it looks like it's going to be a touchdown.
They came back the other way to Kosiara.
All the way down to the 5-yard line.
Kosiara has yet to be covered all day long.
All day long. They're going to put on another 6 here with 5 minutes and some change remaining. They're just enjoying this at this point.
I mean, if all you did was throw the bubble screen, you could just march down the field and eat up the rest of this clock.
Even our cameramen are just shaking their heads in disgust.
Yeah, this is definitely an SMH moment. Because, you know, at some point you got to be like, okay, we're not going to score again.
Well, you'd hope it'd get to that point.
And they're in a gun. Doubles look. There's a snap. Hunter looks. Swings it out to the right side. And there she goes. Crystal Bell's going to get in without too much trouble.
No. Coach, after this one, we're going to do some players of the game. Give some acknowledgement out there. There's a nice little replay of the touchdown to increase the score to 45-0 here in the Division III championship.
Jeez.
Opened up the floodgates, send it rolling in.
Commanding lead.
Down the river. I do enjoy some Proud Mary when I'm given the chance.
Oh, man. See, when you say down the river, all I can think about is the van next to it.
I do believe that's a good van down by the river, too.
There's a snap, hold, kick, it's up, and it's
Count it.
good.
All right, give them another point. 46-0 here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think the Anarchy are making a point.
Of saying, hey, we're not going to have this happen again. Is that what you're telling me there, bud?
I think they're saying that maybe last year was not their best performance.
I would agree.
But again, if you're the Wildcats, you're just trying to play through this. I mean, you know, I at this point I haven't yelled at my kids in at least 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm just going, hey, let's keep playing.
Yeah, that's what you have to do in that situation, man.
Just keep playing, because I've been here.
Yeah, and you fight through it and you get through the.
Where, you know, everything you do goes wrong, and there's just, you can't get out of it. And,
no.
You know, you're playing in quicksand, and it's a terrible feeling.
It is. But it's a learning experience. And
the
nice thing is you win the championship last year, you come back and you're not winning. So this is the way we go from here.
And a little blooper.
I'm
Doesn't
curious.
go 10 yards.
Why do you think they keep blooping it?
I don't think anybody can kick deep enough. I think if you try to kick deep, I think everybody's afraid of a return.
Well, they're a running team in the first place.
If the ball is caught on the move.
Yeah.
So
they brought us the trophy just now, asking where the game announcer was because we have the headsets on.
Oh yeah.
Can we just take that?
Well, they brought me stuff to the press box already.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is not a press box.
No.
And I actually am curious as to where the press box is.
It is definitely not here.
Because that's where all the equipment is set up. And I've been looking around trying to figure out where could it be.
All right there, Coach. It's 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Roughly about the 42-yard line. You want to call a timeout here?
The Wildcats call a timeout. I'm pretty sure that's their last one.
Let's give a little bit of a shout out to the Women's Football Alliance Network. Here we go.
No legends need apply. These guys are ballers. These guys are gamers. These guys are true athletes of this fantastic organization that is women's professional tackle football.
This game is brought to you by Score Sports, the leader in sports videography. For all your videography needs, reach out to us at www.scoresports.com.